forget about losing face and case in a court of law, now in danger of losing his credibility in the court of public opinion too, Mr. Poonawalla.
Good evening, Rahul. Thank you for having me on the show. And I still stand by what everyone's been saying, which is the Congress side, from the beginning, that this order, bowing before the majesty of the Surat Court, both the Surat courts, will be overturned in constitutional courts. My personal opinion, it's only my personal opinion, in the Honorable Supreme Court. These will be turned around, and there's a reason for this. This entire trial, in my opinion, does defy several judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court, several procedures laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court. The most startling of this is the person who goes without, in a criminal defamation, you need to go with clean hands. An ex-BJP minister, MLA, who himself has made several defamatory statements about Congress, goes in for a defamation case of his political speech made in Karnataka when Mr. Gandhi is not a resident of Surat. But sir, this is the most important. We have, but sir, most important for your viewers to hear. When he goes to the Surat court, the first court, to summon Mr. Gandhi the second time, the court declines and says, give us the evidence of how you've been defamed. He goes to the Honorable High Court to get a stay on his own case, few days after wanting to summon Rahul Gandhi ji. Curiously, with respect to the court, certain changes happen. The trial, he goes back to the High Court, says, now I want to lift the stay on my own case.
What are the changes that happened?
There were several changes. The judge who initially...
I like the way you are now going to start imputing motives.
I impute no motive.
Judge,
no.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm not saying it. You are saying it.
Of the Congress party
you are saying it.
No, I have enough.
I am saying what I am saying.
Many leaders of the Congress party have come out and said that, oh, this particular judge acted in...
I will not impute any motives to...
No, I'm asking you, should that have been said tonight?
I am going to say what I am going to say.
No, I'm asking you. No, don't tonight play this game with me.
I don't play any games with you.
You speak for the Congress very ardently.
I speak for the country very ardently.
No, 1 second. That's fine. But I want to also ask you, Mr. Poonawalla, when people say these kind of things, like you have once done, have you forgotten? And you were pulled up by the Supreme Court and you said that you speak for the country?
No, that was another lawyer in my case.
Come on.
He was an I in my case. It wasn't me. My case was appreciated.
That was my case. We are talking about justice lawyer.
Justice lawyer case.
And you were
the case was on my name. It was another
Supreme
lawyer.
Court, no less. No, please.
No, that was another lawyer.
You were one of those people.
Yeah, but it wasn't me. It was another lawyer.
It doesn't matter, sir.
But it wasn't mine, no. My submissions were appreciated.
It was another lawyer. You were all part of this. You've never come out and held a press conference and I said I distanced myself from those claims.
I said it. I said it 2 times now.
Much later. You never came out and said when certain magazines carried those articles suggesting that there was a link between...
But I went on the basis of that magazine.
It's always the same politician. It's always the same politician who you have defined on many occasions on this show as somebody with some molten chocolate or something or the other. You always bring that person up and you always try to play this card. And tonight, viewers...
Can I ask you a question?
One second.
No, can I ask you a question? I heard you. Can I ask you a question? Rahul, in which criminal defamation case, apart from one prior to independence, has somebody got maximum sentence? In which case? Sir, please, 30 seconds, sir. I request you 30 seconds.
You asked me this question, let me answer it.
I request you one more question. In which case, you ask the accused to be summoned, the accused is not summoned, you go for a stay on your own case, and then you go and remove the summons on your own case, the stay on your own case. Okay. When has it happened in this country, sir? I asked you this.
Okay, 1 second. This has all been addressed by this. 1 second.
And I disagree with this.
Don't jump down my throat. You asked me a question.
Sure.
I want to put out the facts. The facts always, viewers, rule on this show. And I see Sanju Verma coming in, and I know she's going to quote out of this judgment and this order. But let me, because then you'll say that, oh, Sanju Verma, because she's from the BJP, she's misquoting.
I don't say that. You're a very
Many people will say.
You're a very fair
okay. So
let
me take that privilege from Sanju Verma so that no one says that I am misquoting, because you can't say that. So let me just very quickly. Firstly, viewers, on the issue of Purnesh Modi's complaint, whether it is maintainable, whether he should have felt aggrieved enough to have filed this case in the first place, which is what Tehseen Poonawalla says he should not have been doing. So here is what the court says. The complainant is ex-minister and involved in public life, and such defamatory remarks would have certainly harmed his reputation and caused him pain and agony in society. For such reasons, I do not agree with the objections raised with regard to maintainability of the complaint. Unquote. On the other issue, sir, please.
May I reply?
No, you don't have to reply.
Where was the magistrate's inquiry?
Can you, sir, please, can you give me 30 seconds?
He's saying he's been harmed.
Can you give me 30 seconds, please? I didn't interrupt you when you were putting out the facts. The second point, viewers, the trial was fair and not harsh, the court has said. It appears from record that all opportunities were accorded to Gandhi for cross-examining the witnesses. And hence I do not agree with the contention about he being deprived of a fair trial, unquote. So far as imposing a maximum punishment is concerned, this is what is burning up Tehseen Poonawalla in the studio tonight. There is also that aspect that has been addressed, and let me quote the court. So far as imposing a maximum punishment is concerned, it would be worthwhile to observe that the appellant was not an ordinary person and was a sitting MP connected with public life. Any word spoken by appellant would have large impact in the mind of the common public. Moreover, high standard of morality is expected from a person like appellant, and which is Rahul Gandhi, and the trial court had inflicted the sentence which was permissible in law, unquote. It also goes on